Ajo. It's new moon. Thank you for staying tuned. So, I basically wanted to touch a little bit more on intuitive art and how I've been using it personally. I definitely, like I said, like to dibble and dabble in astrology. If that's something you didn't know about me, well, now you know. But with that being said, I definitely want to touch on the fact that we have a new moon. It's still in gear, but we also had a stellium, and it's still currently going on. And we also have a Mercury retrograde. I'll go a little bit more into what these things mean. Oh God, in the next video, but I just wanted to give an interpretation of how intuitive art helped me to really tap into the collective and some aspects of what to be aware of, not only for myself, but for, you know, our tribe as a whole. And so I'm going to be sharing the piece with you, and I'm going to be explaining what that means and how intuitive art actually helped me come about decoding and understanding what's currently happening in our reality. So, at first glance, the colors that we see are dark brown, a mustard yellow, a light brown, a red, and a dark pink. And I have, as you can see at the bottom, assigned basically emotions or feelings already to these colors, and that is how I interpretate my readings. So next we'll pay attention to the shapes. It looks like there's like a tornado in the background. The yellow and the pink almost form an eye, and within that eye we see that there are some energies that are going on as well. So breaking this down for the collective, I see storms of the past, things that may not have gone right, situations that have caused anxiety. And because of that, those past experiences, those past stormy experiences, we're experiencing some resistance in the form of fear. That could be fear of change, that could be fear of a lot of things, but there's definitely some caution there. Within the eye of this storm, we also see that the light brown for me means some sturdy structure. We also see that it's creating like a loop, a swirl, intertwining, which lets me know it's some type of cycle that needs to be better dealt with. We also see the red, and the red are very jagged, and red looks almost like wounds to me. It's also passion, desire, but I can also take that as pain, because if it's if you're very passionate about something, you can be passionate to the point it hurts, right? Lastly, like I said, we have the dark pink, which I personally look at as the divine dark feminine, the shadow aspect of the dark feminine. If you know anything about Kalima or Oya, these are goddesses or Rishnas that hold a motherly force, but they also are well known for their destructive, stormy forces as well. So it actually makes sense that this would be in this stormy drawing here. So what I took away from it, like I said, there may be some storms of the past that's causing some type of fear and resistance. And because of that, it created some wounds, and it causes us to deal in our dark aspects of ourselves, unfortunately. Our defensive selves are, there is a justified anger, but anger is not always justified. And I see that as we need to create better connections with the sturdiness, as mentioned before, the brown in the middle. If you are experiencing issues from the past, this could also be a person from the past that's bringing up old wounds, that's, trying to disrupt your mojo and trying to bring out the darker, destructive, defensive side of you. And I would encourage anyone to take a moment and just meditate. Meditation is key. I have been meditating a lot myself for this stellium retrograde and everything else. new moon. And I personally have experienced, some blasts from the past that have caused some caution, not recently, but just overall. And I have seen how past situations that were not so pleasant have built up some fear because it created some wounds, and it caused me to deal in my lower aspect. So just be mindful of that. This is the intuitive art reading that I got, like I said, for the new moon of 2021 in February in Aquarius. So much love, peace, and light. Stay hydrated and stay well.